as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Brooklyn Beats. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go. 90, full.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Anuno's got it, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
12 more yards there and another first down. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 36. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Elliott.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a new one. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Come on, let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. They go with Chubb on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
43, 15.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
No, thank you.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and create extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Yellow!
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reese. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2nd and 13. And this one complete to Burnett. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's able to find Wallace. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Towards the end zone for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down now, it's Elliott. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This quarterback now, just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the 2-point conversion.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Reese. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A run for Nick Chubb. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. They run it again with Chubb. Ooh, the juke. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On the ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be... And that is caught! Touchdown, Texans! Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
60 outlaw. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You got it. You got it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go, fellas.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this